So that is what I was explaining to you. Whatever grade you are getting, O, A, B, C, D, E, so that grade is converted into numerical value 9874 987654. So, and that the credit is going to be multiplied with that numerical value to get you the grade point, to get you the grade point and to get you the SGPA. So every course, whatever you are studying in graduation, will have a credit assigned to it. So when you talk about the objective, students, the objective of this particular course is nothing but to provide the students with the conceptual knowledge and understanding of the basics of modern economic analysis. So because this is the beginning of the course, so the main purpose, the main objective is to provide the conceptual knowledge and understanding of the microeconomics. And then subsequently, it's a unit-wise course, unit-wise objective students, because it is a 5-credit course. So we will have 5 units, or we say 5 module for the total syllabus, 5 module for the total syllabus. And according to the syllabus, whatever we have included, that will have a particular objective. So the objective here is the first, if you look into students, the first unit is related to consumer behavior. So consumer behavior, in this particular unit, we will be talking about the ordinal utility analysis. The students who have taken the bridge course, we also there, we did the theory of consumer behavior, and under theory of consumer behavior, we introduced the concept of utility. And then I said that you talk about the utility can be measured according to ordinal utility analysis, according to cardinal utility analysis. And when we talk about ordinal utility analysis, it means that the ordinal utility analysis, we cannot measure the utility, but we can only give the preferences. Means if I am preferring A commodity to B commodity, B to C commodity, it means that whatever is the preference, we give it to the commodity. So every commodity will have a rank, in the sense first A commodity is given 1 rank, B commodity is 2nd rank. So according to the preference, the commodities are given the rank, which we call it as ordinal utility analysis. So under ordinal utility analysis, we will be taking the concept, first the concept of indifference curve, the properties, the budget line, the equilibrium, and after that we have the price consumption curve, which we call PCC, income consumption curve. Then we are going to derive the demand curve with the help of ordinal utility analysis, and continuing with the concept of price, income and substitution effect, and then we divide the price effect into the income and substitution effect, and this we will be taking with the help of 2 methods, which is called as compensating variation method and the cost difference method. So this is what is the syllabus for consumer behavior, but here we are only talking about the consumer behavior through ordinal utility analysis. And I repeat, students, that if you want to know about the cardinal utility analysis, I have already posted the same, the PPT, in the Google Classroom. So yesterday, students, in the night, I have shared one link with you all for you to join the Google Classroom. This is only for the students who have not joined till now. All the students who have joined the Google Classroom, my Google Classroom for the bridge course, remains in the class. New students will join. So please join it, students. All because I had seen 42 students. So still 18 more students have to join the class. Please join it, because all the study material I am going to post it in the Google Classroom. Yes. So after the consumer behavior, so our first objective is to describe the consumer behavior through ordinal utility analysis. And when you talk about the outcome, so at the end of that particular unit, the students will be able to explain the consumer behavior you will be able to explain the consumer behavior through ordinal utility analysis, which you also call as indifference curve analysis. So our objective is to describe the same to you, to make you understand about that concept, and the outcome for that unit is that you should be able to explain the same. Now, the second unit is related to production analysis. So after the theory of consumer behavior, we will start with the other aspect of the economic activity, which is called as production of goods and services. So when you talk about production of goods and services, we are talking about the production analysis. So if you see the objective, students, the objective is, what is our objective? To explain the concept of production function and the analysis of least cost input combination. So what all we are going to study? We are going to study about the production function. And under production function, we are going to study the concept of short run and long run production function. And when we are studying the long run and short run production function, we will be doing the concept of isoquants, which is also called as isoproduct curves. Then we will be taking the concept of factor price analysis. Then we will find out what is the least cost input combination. And then the concept of expansion path, economic region of production. Then we have laws, the law of returns to scale, what are the different types of returns to scale. And we will also be talking about the last, which is the properties of Cobb-Douglas production function. So all these things we will be taking under, all these topics we will be taking under production analysis. So accordingly, the outcome is that you should be, as a student, after reading or after studying that particular unit, you should be able to analyze and differentiate the different types of production function. Different types of production function is only two, that is short run and long run production function. So when we start doing this, the outcome is that you should be able to differentiate between the short run and long run production function. Now the third unit is related to student cost and revenue concepts, and what is the relationship between cost and revenue, because cost is one side and the revenue is the other side of the same coin. Cost is one side and revenue is the other side of the same coin. So when you talk about cost analysis, we have the different, first we will be taking different cost concepts, which includes the accounting cost, real opportunity, explicit, total fixed cost, total variable cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, marginal cost. And then we will be doing the relationship between the average and the marginal cost. Then we will talk about the long run average cost curve. And the last will be the economies of scale, which is the internal and external. So mainly in this particular unit, students, we will be talking about the cost analysis and the revenue also. I just told you cost and revenue are the same, but they are two things for the same coin. So in revenue, we will be talking about the concept of total, average and marginal revenue. What is the relationship between average revenue and marginal revenue, and the price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. So this is what we are going to do under the cost analysis. Students, keep one thing in mind, that whatever units we will be doing, all units are interrelated to each other. Because when the producer will start with the production of goods and services, automatically the producer has to incur certain cost for the same. And when the producer is going to sell his goods and services, he is going to earn some revenue for the same. So the production of goods and services always have the expense in the form of the cost, and always will earn revenue for the firm in terms of the sales. Because automatically when the producer is producing the commodity, he is producing it to sell. So when you talk about selling, it is known as the revenue for the firm. So we will be talking about production, cost and revenue. They are all interrelated to each other. Now when the firm is selling the product, the next unit we will be studying is, if the firm is producing the product and is selling the product, we need to understand that the firm is selling the product in which type of market. So in unit number 4, we will be mainly talking about the market structure. Because I hope so all of you understand, we use it very, very commonly, the word market. We are going to a market. So every market will have certain structure. So that is what we are going to study under the market structure. And in this, in your syllabus, more focus is on imperfect competition. Imperfect competition. So the students who have done economics, they must have done it in their 12th also. So we will start with different types of market, dividing into perfect market and imperfect markets. And under imperfect market, we will be taking different type of market structure, which includes the market structure which we call it as monopoly. Then the second one we will do is monopolistic competition. Third one we will be doing the oligopoly market structure. And also under oligopoly, we will be taking another market structure which is called as a duopoly. Duo means two. So this is what we are going to do under unit number 4, which is market structure. Because when the producer is producing the commodity, the producer should be selling in some market. So what is the structure of the market? Because every market, wherever you go, student, includes the buyer. Buyers are usually you and me. Includes the seller. Seller are the ones who are selling the product. And the price. Because whenever there is buying and selling of goods and services, it has to be at a price. So that is for unit number 4. Then unit number 5. Unit number 5, if you look into it, sorry students, we have to do the outcome. Outcome is that after reading that unit, the students shall be able to examine the functions of different markets in imperfect competition. It means very, very simple, students, that you should be able to examine the functioning. Because when you talk examining the functioning, it means that you should understand, if you take an example of a product, or if you take an example for an industry, you should be able to understand and analyze the industry to understand that this particular industry has what type of market structure. Is it a monopoly market structure, or is it a monopolistic market structure, oligopoly, etc.? So examining the functioning. Examining the function, it means that you should be able to relate to the reality. That how the producers will react in different types of markets. Now the last one, student, we have unit number 5, which is analysis of business firm, profit and pricing strategies. So it is a very basic wherein we are going to talk about what is a business firm. What are the objectives of a business firm? Again, they are divided into different objectives because business firms, when they are functioning in the market structure, they may function with certain objectives. They may function with certain objectives. So the objectives we will be talking about in the objectives of business firm will be taking in unit number 3. Then we will be taking the last one, which is called as pricing strategies. Because students, all of you understand that when the producer is producing the commodity and services, what price they are going to charge their customers. If they are selling the goods and services in the market, they should know what is the price they are going to sell in the market. So that we will be discussing under the heading which is called as pricing strategies. So under that we have different pricing strategies which are adopted by the firms when they are selling the goods and services in the market. So here the outcome says analyze the objectives and pricing strategies of the business firms, which means that if suppose we have been given an example of a business firm and we can talk about, suppose they are selling certain product and we say this is the price. So as a student of economics, after doing this unit, you should be able to analyze, yes, that this particular manufacturer is following what type of pricing strategies. So this we will be again taking it with in detail when we start with unit number 5. Student, this is the textbook and the reference books. Depending upon your requirement, you can buy the textbook. The textbook what we usually follow is P.N. Chopra, Principles of Economics, which is by Kalyani Publishers. This is the book what we follow, and that book more or less can be also utilized in the first and second semester. And as I told you before also, for every topic I will also be sending you the written material in the form of PPTs, which I will boost it, or I will upload it in the Google Classroom. So first thing, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload your syllabus. Everybody should understand what they are studying in the syllabus. Because I told you in the beginning also, students, that when we are talking about the college, at least I will go strictly according to the syllabus. I will cover each and every topic which is there in the syllabus. And again, I repeat is that I will not be taking some weekly test or whatever test for you. Sometime here and there I can take the test, but I will not be taking the weekly test as what you must have been giving when you were in school. Here you will be more independent in the sense that you have to take the onus of studying any subject on your own. So we will not be, or I will not be after you, or I will not make you prepare yourself for your exams. I will be giving you reminders as to why students you need to study now, because your exams are 10 days ahead or 15 days ahead. So this is all for your syllabus, students, for economics, 5 units. When we will have your internal examination, first internal examination, your syllabus will be 2 units, 1 and 2. Second internal examination, your syllabus will be unit number 3 and 4. And final examination, what we call it as SEE, semester end examination. What we call it here is SEE, semester end examination. You will have 5 units for your syllabus. So you have CIA 1, CIA 2 and CIA 1, CIA 2, which is your continuous internal assessment 1 in continuous internal assessment 2, plus 5 marks is for assignment. So total 30 internal marks are allotted to you for every paper, and 70 marks will be your final examination. Is it clear to you, all of you students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So if you have anything else to ask me, let me know. Otherwise, we will be meeting tomorrow. I think so you should get some information about joining the college tomorrow. For the first time you come to the campus, and I want to tell you that your classes will be held in room number N1, and N1 class is located in the library block. Few of you have visited the college already. So at present, till we have staggered students coming to the college. So till we open the college full-fledgedly, your classroom will be N1 in the library block. And I want to repeat again, students, that you need to follow the COVID protocols. Please wear your mask when you are coming to the college. Carry a small bottle of sanitizer with you and try to maintain the social distance. As far as I know, only few students might be knowing each other because you are the classmates you're the classmates in class 12. Most of you may not know each other. And when you are sitting in the class, you will have the benches to sit in the class. And I advise you that there will be only 2 students in a bench. You have to keep a gap in between. When you come to the college, you will understand. So there are bigger benches, where in a bench usually there are 3 students sitting or 4 students sitting. But because of COVID protocol, we will have only 2 students sitting in the class. So as soon as you come to the college, students, I think so, as far as I know, student, this is, I am presuming, because still I have to get the information from the management of the college, but because tomorrow is Friday, that is why I'm telling you. So as soon as you come tomorrow, first of all, you will be gathering in the ground of Vivek Bharati. Vivek Bharati is an open stage here in the college, which is named as Vivek Bharati. So we have our assembly in Vivek Bharati. So you will all be assembling there first, and you will have a small introduction, though you had introduction already. You had a small introduction from certain faculties, and then you will be asked to go to your classrooms. So the first, it will be an assembly. Students in offline classes, we always have an assembly first, and then the student disperse for their classes. In assembly, we will have a prayer, and in assembly, we will also used to have, not now, 1 year, from 1 year, we are not having anything. In the assembly, we used to facilitate all the students who win prizes in various competitions within the college and outside college also. So usually students felicitation happens during the assembly time. Yes, students. So Aditi, you have raised your hand.
Ma'am, what is the timing?
Timing is from 9:30, and we start at 9:30. The class starts at